Midnight Ramen is a minimally edited, live recorded podcast that takes place at midnight. Although Michael may not be consuming food, it's time to get your bowls out. It's chow time.
Will all come back to you. Break stride, sailing me. Free falling, choose my enemy. Free from the things you say. It will all come back someday.
Good evening, gamers and other folks alike. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. You are listening to Midnight Ramen, the livecast with me, Michael. I hope y'all are doing okay. Today, or tonight, or whatever time it be in your area zone. Yeah. It's, yeah. So before we get into actually talking about it, we're obviously going to hit the basic crap, the basic stuff. First of all, if you want to watch these live, you can go to twitch.tv/Meltalurk Original, all one word. You can watch that and the after show podcast, basically me editing it down, doing some other stuff while it's like loading, or before I get tired, or whatever comes first. And yeah, and that shows nowhere else. Like, even after the VOD itself is gone from Twitch, which you can watch, you don't have to like watch it live on Twitch, but if you don't have to, but you can watch it on Twitch. You still watch the whole thing, including the after show on there. But you can then also, after that 2 weeks, because of how Twitch works, you can watch the actual podcast itself, minimally edited, like it is, on YouTube and other stuff, which is always fun. Yeah, it's on there too. And by gummit, eventually it'll be on other stuff, I swear. That was supposed to be a goal for this year, but yeah, I sure as heck did not do that. I have to still get it up on I have to like do other stuff. I just never bothered to do it. I mean, part of it was that it was actually like, busy, but a little bit of that too was, being lazy and, playing games like Baldur's Gate 3. So yeah. Yeah. Man, I do like Baldur's Gate 3 and like Fortnite. That's always fun. And other stuff. But yeah. So, it's same channel across all platforms. Meltalurk Original, all one word, capital Z, M Melted, the L Lurk, and Owen Original, and you'll find it. You'll find me there, like on Twitch, on YouTube, on TikTok. I do some content. I do a lot more Magic the Gathering stuff. I'm kind of like pigeonholing myself into that, I feel like, ironically, but like at the same time, I do like playing it, but I feel like I want to post other stuff besides that content, but then I feel like in the creator sense that kind of takes away from it. I don't know, but like I want to put other content on there as well, but it is what it is. But I hope y'all are doing well. It is the holiday season, so whoop-dee-doo and whoop-dee-da. Oops, someone's coming down the chimney, but there's no chimney there. His name is Big Saint Nick. I was gonna rhyme Nick with Dick, but I don't feel like doing that. That's just like, it's like, yeah, this may not be like a suitable podcast for kids, but like at that same time, I don't want to be like explicitly dropping the F-bomb all the time, or just talking dirty. It's like, I don't want to do that. like, yeah, I may not be restricted to like radio rules, but like, I feel like at least on this one, I kind of want to keep it cleaner, in that sense. But yeah, although like, would it really matter like if I played this in front of my family? I don't care. I don't care. Like at my age, like unless if like my cousins like kids came around, then I wouldn't be like, even then I wouldn't be concerned. Like honestly, like unless if that were to happen, there's like, I don't care. Like on my dad's side, all of like my cousin's kids are like old enough. They're old enough. And then on my it's really on my mom's side where it starts to get like, yeah, they're younger. They're young kids. I would not do that. I would not play this in front of them. But I've like, I mainly spend Christmas, a lot of my years when I was growing up, like we would do like my mom's side, because like close hometown and stuff. We would do stuff. We would have like their Christmas, not on Christmas. So we do like either like Christmas Eve and like around that time, and due to like family drama and other stuff, it's the roster has changed from year to year, and hard to see what we're doing this year. But and plus like with the cousins too, like they got their own families. They're like, especially younger kids, and they're not around. They're physically not around, so like no reason to expect them to like show up. Yeah. But on my dad's side, it's keeping like I think that's probably what we're going to be doing. Like, yeah, I'm going to be spending time with the dad side, and all my immediate cousins. Like, we've graduated high school. It's kind of weird too, because like, actually, no. Now that I think about it, on my mom's side, we're older. Like I'm the youngest the youngest grandkid on my mom's side. When it comes to like my grandpa and grandma, on that, I'm the youngest I'm the youngest of their grandchildren, and on my dad's side, I'm the oldest grandson. From their parents. It's weird. Even though I'm not like the oldest grandchild, because like, yeah, I'm not. There are 3 girls in my way, and one of them is my sister. So I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to, there's no reason. There's no reason. But yeah. Christmas, like, spending time in Christmas with family is the best way to, is fun. Always fun. It was hard that when I was up in Fargo living in my apartment, like working the news, like the news doesn't take a break during holidays, no matter what holiday. Like, yeah, you could choose like here and there, like so and so would get Thanksgiving off while such and such would get Christmas off. It was like a give and take sort of thing on who would want to be there. I mean, we have to have people there, but it depend on who would have to be there on or who was able to show up. And I was like, I didn't feel like going back home, because like I was going back home for other reasons later on. So like going down for Christmas and then coming back up and then going back down again like less than a week later just didn't sound like a good idea for me. So I was like, I'm gonna wait till New Year's and then actually do it. But it was kind of lonely that year, even though like I was at the news station. Like we try to make it family stuff. I remember one of the weather anchor brought his girlfriend in just to keep him company and stuff like that, and like I think she made like a snow angel, and I was like cleaning off the satellite dishes and making spirits bright. And it was a fun night. I mean, having to do the news on a holiday is not fun. I mean, we had to do it, but you know, it's not there's not a whole lot of other people around. Like compared to like other days, like there wasn't nobody around at all. But yeah, I think like even for Thanksgiving, like my family came up for that. It's like, you know, that was fun that year. But yeah. But that was like years ago, so that's in the past. And last year spent Christmas with my family, and that was fun. You know, fun again. And this year's gonna be the same. But like the main thing that I've been doing for like years and years and years, because like, yeah, I am. I don't think I've ever said it on the podcast that I'm Lutheran. I've been got back into, you know, into faith like when I was like in between my junior and senior year of high school. And you know, for Christmas time it's a very good time. Well, that and Easter obviously, because it's the big like Christian times and they need like talent, and duh, I have music talent, so like I'm typically doing stuff for that for those services. This year I'm not doing a whole lot. I think I'm just doing some horn, like French horn stuff, which that's a good instrument for the holidays. But last year I was doing a lot of stuff. Or I'm thinking, I think it was like doing some live streaming stuff, and then the year before that I was doing like stuff. Even though I think I was on the news during like the I'm just blanking. During like most of it, I think I just went to like the late service for Christmas Eve, and then I went during the day on a Christmas Day, I believe. I can't remember. But yeah, that was a fun, like that's well, when I was up in Fargo, I should say. When I was up in Fargo, I went to the late service, and then because like I was working the news obviously, and that got out like late. And then I think I went to the morning one, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure. But I think, yeah, Christmas this year, ironically enough, weirdly enough, or at least Christmas Eve is on a Sunday. So like already there's going to be a lot of like, I don't know what the plan is. I don't know if there's just going to be, you know, regular service, and then like later that night it's going to be like the Christmas services, which like I never really thought about, because like, you know, obviously it's a bigger holiday, and like I wonder for other religions, and that's fine if you know, if you're of a different faith. That's what I believe in, as Jesus as my Lord and Savior, and you know, if you believe otherwise, that's cool. I have no quarrel with that. I have no quarrel, because honestly it's just more based on like if you're cool, you're cool. If you're cool, and yeah, I'm not super strict. Although I do like to know, like, hey, it's like okay, so when I was in middle school, which I didn't realize for like the longest time until it like dawned on me. So when we were doing when I was in middle school doing like plays and stuff. So first year I did Seussical, which I mentioned a couple weeks back, and then my seventh, that was in seventh grade, and then in my eighth grade year we did Fiddler on the Roof. And Fiddler on the Roof is it's about Russian Jews during a very bad period right before yeah, it was not good. So I'll just leave the context for that. Not during like the Holocaust, before that. Yeah, it was not a fun time for them. And I didn't know that one of the people in the cast was Jewish for the longest time. Either like did not hit, like I forgot about it, or I knew, or something like that. But like I remember, I like thinking about it now. It was just like months ago when I last thought about it. I'm like, wait a minute. You were in the cast the entire time and you never once mentioned this? Like, what? It was just so weird. Like, you're Jewish and you didn't mention it even once? Like, no offense, like even for me, like I was the fucking lead. Like, honestly, I would kind of want to know. Like in a good way, so like I can understand better, because like that was like when I was acting in that one, like I was understanding how to play Tevi and what, like, the reasoning and logic as to why he does the things that he does. And I think, knowing that Jewish side could have helped. But it is what it is. But, and if you believe in any other holidays, like, other religions, stuff like that, and you're celebrating other holiday celebrations, like, again, like Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, those are the main ones that I can think about. Festivus for the rest of us. If you celebrate Festivus, I'm sorry. As long, if you're the sun and you're able to conquer the feats of strength, good for you. Like, the airing of grievances, yeah, they're rough, but if you're able to pass the feat of strength, I feel like George's dad in that episode, I feel like George's dad didn't really set the ground rules. Like, if George actually had a spine, and he was able to beat his dad in wrestling or whatever the heck he was trying to do, like, George could have just knocked him out, honestly, like just straight up knocked him out, like with the airing of grievances, like getting riled up from that. But I don't, there's never any indication of that. Or even like taking the aluminum pole of Festivus and just wailing on him, who said it wasn't allowed. He didn't say it. Just like, hey, feats of strength. Testing. I'm going to go with this side. This Santa hat just does not want to cooperate tonight. I don't know what it is. It's like it's too flat, but it's not like cool. Jingle. Good enough. Jingle jangle. Yeah. Christmas is fun. Minecraft Christmas. Oh man, that actually that reminds me of because like before I do the show, I always do like a couple music ones. So I did like classic like couple Minecraft Christmas songs. Two of them by the Yogscast, Sibsco Christmas and Minecraft Christmas Time. Or Minecraft Christmas Time. Like that one was always, that's a classic one. And I think my buddy Kyle, back in like freshman year of college, and I think I might have even shown the picture, the like oh man, the Last Supper picture, he's literally in the middle. I you know what, I know I have it somewhere. I think I have it on my Facebook and I don't want to find it, but like I just remember driving one time when we were driving back from holiday break, or it was like, I think it was like MMEA break or something like that. So, or like whatever. So like before Halloween or whatever, he's like, yeah, I want to record like a Christmas thing, a Christmas song, doing something to the, like, I can't remember what the actual song is. And we were talking about like Christmas music, or it must have been Christmas break. I can't remember. It was, actually, it had been before, so it might have been Thanksgiving break, because I think I drove him down for that. And then honestly, I don't mind actually saying his name because I love my dude, even though he's like halfway across the world, basically. I miss that dude. He's so fun. He's so cool. I miss him very much. And if he ever comes back to the States for a little bit, I want to hang with him. Like, And he was like one of the founders of like Meme Squad. And if you want to know that, you can check out the other podcasts and stuff like that. I honestly don't want to provide context. If you know, you know. But like I just remember we were driving back up to Fargo Moorhead, and he was talking about like I can't remember. It's like the Sipsco Christmas. I can't remember what the actual song that's based off or like parroting, but he wanted to do with something similar with that, or like Christmas shoes, and just like parody it with some of the gang. It's like, yeah, that would have been fun. And then there's just drama happening, and drama's expected. I mean, honest, like when I was setting up my stuff for stream, like I was doing some stuff before, and like getting this orb sucked. The orb that I always have, getting it turned on, I had to like change the batteries, which was like okay, because I thought it was gonna get a little dull, starting to get a little dull. And then I'm like, well, I can't. I turned it on, like this looks dull, so I changed the batteries out, tried to put it on this little stand that I have it on now. It rolled off and smacked into all of my Mountain Dew cans that I have on the side, you know, that I've for like, just, you know, just registry and I, you know, that I've used and drank and reviewed. Like all the cans that I have reviewed just got like basically bowled off this desk. And I'm just like, God damn it, I don't have time for this. I really did not have time for it to like pick up all of them. And I'm just like, seriously? It's like Griswold Christmas thing. And, like I was trying to make sure that stuff works, but you know, you can only count on so much to happen correctly. But you know, it's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. Holiday spirit. Yes. Yes. Oh. I've actually contemplated about like trying to play some horror music on here, but like one, if I did that kind of content, I want to get a better mic that actually works for this sort of stuff. And two, like it's way too late for it right now. It's literally midnight. I should not be playing any instrument. Like when I was in, like even when I was in grade school, like when I had to get up in the morning and I practiced for, you know, just to get some practice time in. Oh, my sister got pissed, even though like she woke up before I did. Like I didn't need to get up around the time that she did, but like she got up before I did, and like was mad that I was practicing, even though she was supposed to be up anyway. It's like, I can't help you there, bud. But then again, it was a trumpet, so that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. But getting back to like Christmas drama and like family drama is expected. I think like even with my like both sides of my family, there's constant drama. And I feel like during this season, even though like presents and stuff like that, it's not really about that. It's more about, you know, spending time with the ones that you love, family and stuff like that. I think that's a bit more important than like, you know, the greatest, like especially in the Christmas, you know, Christmas, the greatest gift has already been given, and that's Jesus. He was born. I mean, technically, he was born during the summer, but it was to fit with pagan, like a pagan holiday. I can't remember the exact. There's something like technically he was born in the summer, but they more aligned it with like pagan stuff to make it work. But also, I think like during like the before like pre-Victorian era or like Victorian era, basically is to just align with like the end of the like the start of the seasons, or like changing the seasons, because like so there's Christmas, so like that's like, oh, this is like the start of winter basically, and or it's like the end of school, or like it's basically what Christmas was basically done. It's more famous in that sense, done as a more practical use of it. And why I know that is because of Michaelmas. Grr. A whole holiday to celebrate Michael the Archangel, but no one remembers it. September, like late September, September 29th is Michaelmas. Grr. It's basically the fall version of Christmas, but more of like about the harvest and stuff like that. And that's kind of what it was. And then like some of the holidays like that just, didn't work anymore because like there's no reason for it. And that's kind of like when rent is due, or taxes and stuff like that were owed. Basically, that's what those were in place for. And to have like village festivals and celebrations like that. That's what laid like beyond the like actual religious belief. That's what it was for. Was those like breaks in the season. So that's some lore. That's some good lore and information. Actual facts. Cool. But yeah, I'll talk about more family stuff. What I want to actually talk about right now, let's open some magic packs, because by golly, I got a lot. You know what? I'm going to make the camera even bigger because like I got a lot more packs and I got a better setup. I got a way better setup. I'm not going to lie. It looks good. It looks good. And it also gives me a chance to move my camera and stuff like that. So that's pretty good. I changed the way, like, this year has been really good in that, like, and for audio listeners, like, I mean, you've noticed a little bit of it too, I would hope, in that, like, the quality, especially with just the mic itself, is better. At least in my opinion, I think it's better because I changed stuff, and I'm honestly getting this mic, getting these the Shure SM7B, Shure SM7 M7 MV7, which is just basically the SM7B's baby brother. Like, that's, I feel like, made a world of a difference because it ups the quality. Even though my old mic, it's good. It's good. It's still good. I'll probably use it for something else, but it's still good. But yeah, I just had the harebrained thought. It's like, well, my original setup that I have used this boom arm that I had. So I'm like, well, I'm not using the old mic. Why don't I just swap them out? And so I did. And then I changed the arm that I usually had my mic on to being the camera for the cards. And honestly, now I can see a lot more, because like before, I could barely see like half of it. And even though like for listeners, you don't really see it, but like for me, this is big. But I got 6 packs. I got 3 mystery booster packs, and 2 set boosters and 1 collector booster. This is the remaining. These are going to be the last packs that I open on stream or for this year. I might, depending on what I get for Christmas, or if I do, I might open some off camera, or even, save some for later. But next episode, I'm not opening anything. These are the last packs I'm going to be opening this year, at least on stream. So I got 6 of them. I got a D6. I'm gonna roll it and see which one I'm opening first. That didn't count because it like kind of like didn't land. Pack 3. 1, 2, 3. So let's open up this mystery booster. I like the mystery booster. This is a convention ones. So initially, when the mystery boosters were created, like I bought a box, and I think they made these like right when the pandemic happened. And so like I had one of the original ones of these, and it was so fun to open because I got a lot of good stuff out of it. Even though like they nerfed it kind of with the convention stuff, I think they still have like quite a bit of power in them. So we got Oust, Angel of Mercy, Chillbringer. Ooh, Mole Drifter. That's good. That's decent. Deadeye Tormentor. That's nice. Ooh, Diabolic Edict. Gunner Snipe. That's fun. That's real fun. Fling. Okay, that's fine. Oh, wait, there's a card behind it. We got a snapping snailback. Actually, let me put a light on this because then I might see this better. Snapping sailback. Crowned. You know what? This actually, the light doesn't do anything. I gotta figure out the lighting better though. Crowned, whatever. Arc Rowan Hospice Ornithopter. Feel like something cool should be coming up here. Ooh, okay. Kragan Dragon Lord. Actually, it's not great. I know this is basically a bulk, but I can't remember I think this is from Alara. It's got the level up mechanic where basically you can spend mana to buff the creature or to get it up certain levels, and then it becomes better. I mean, that's decent, but not amazing. Oh, Recruiter of the Guard. When it enters the battlefield, you may search for a library for... I just bought one of these. What the frick? Ooh, and Corrupted Key. Okay, yeah, because this is more for drafting, but this is fun. As long as card name is tapped, creature you control have Menace and Death Touch. That's actually pretty decent. That's actually cool for drafting. Yeah, Mystery Booster would be a very fun thing to do for a draft. I'm gonna roll. Still got 5 packs. I can't do 3. Ooh, I want to save that one. So I'm not gonna do that right away. Pack 1. Nah. Actually, let's do this one. Screw it. I know what I'm doing. I know how I'm doing this. So I'm going to go a little bit faster. I feel like. Focus. Go a little bit faster with these packs because, yeah, I don't want to be spending all the rest of the end of the episode on this. Let's go right about here. Oh, shoot. Oh, cool. I got that out of the way. It's a Scytheclaw Raptor, Mahomet Battleglyph, Might of the Ancestors, whatever, Compass Gnome, Hotfoot Gnome, Tinker's Tote, Ultec Archaeologist, Hidden Cave, a dinosaur token, Envoy of that for the foil. Behind that, we have a Bringer of the Last Gift. That's decent. And then a Borderless Restless Ridgeline. This is a land. Not bad. Not great. Honestly. Go to the Mystery Booster. Second Mystery Booster pack. Steadfast Sentinel. Raptor Companion, common. Skitter Eel, common. Somber Hoverguard, common. But actually pretty cool. It's got affinity for artifacts and it's flying. Vampire Champion, Die Young. Expedite. Whatever Blood. Ravenous something. I can't read. Bitterbow Sharpshooters. Ooh. We got Sprouting Trinax. When it dies, create 3/1/1 sapling creature tokens. That's not... Oh, Bachukabog. I want one of these. I actually do want one of these for a deck that I'm making. So I'm going to put that off to the side, actually. Ooh. And an Ancient Den? This is not bad. I might actually use this for a different deck. I think I already have one, though, for that one. Oh, Dragon Lord Ojatai. That's cool. As long as it has hexproof, as long as it's untapped, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand and the rest at the bottom of your library. That's a good card. That's a good card to pull. And then The test card is Problematic Volcano. When card name enters the battlefield, deals 4 damage to any target. Then, starting with you, each player assigns their creatures left to the right volcano creatures enter the battlefield left to right of the volcano. That's funny. And then creatures can't block creatures on the other side of the volcano. That's actually kind of funny. That's a fun mechanic. Yeah, there was a Unfinity card that basically made like 3 separate battlefields, and creatures can only attack when they're in certain fields. It's like fucking Yu-Gi-Oh at that point. Opening the second set, booster of Lost Caverns of Ixalan. We get Captain Storm, Hoverstone Program, Glowcap Lantern, One Array Boulder, Marauding Brindfang, Panicked Altasaur, Soaring Sandwing, a hidden hit the blue whatever fungus token. For the foil, we got a Rampaging Ceratops. So that's can't be blocked except by 3 or more creatures. That's actually pretty cool. Behind that, we got Sanguine Evangelist for the rare, and then Vigage of Dread. Ooh, Swashbuckler's Whip. If you know what you're doing, that's a good card. All right. The last of the focus. Last of the mystery boosters. Honestly, I like mystery booster packs because they're like, although they're like kind of a lot more random, like they're typically good cards. Like I paid like $6.99 per pack of these, and they're not bad. Like a Bog is like $1, I think, and that's not bad. And I think Dragon Lord Ojutai is like not bad either. So like 2 mythics in 2 packs, it's crazy. And there are other good cards in here, so like I'm not mad. We got I gotta start from the beginning. Guts Cloak Skirmisher, Exultant Sky Marcher, Monastery Lore Master, Archetype of Imagination, Genji of the Fens, Balstrud Spy, a Tracker, Frilled Death Spitter, Feral Prowler, Deathhood Cobra, Savage Twister. Behind that, I feel like, nope. Sandstone Oracle, actually. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, it's like, is that good? I don't know. Then behind that we got, Helm of Waking isn't that bad if I remember correctly. Ooh, Black Market, that's a good one. That's a good one to get. That's probably worth the pack right there. Tell you what. And then the test card is Baneslayer Aspirant. Card name gets +3/+3 and has flying, first strike, lifelink as long as you have 1 or more emblems. I don't know what that means. I actually do not know what that means. But good packs. Good packs, honestly. But the final pack of the year is this Collector Booster Vixlon. I hope it hits. I really do. I really hope this one hits. Opening is not gonna... Come on. Oh, Jesus. All right, here we go. All right, there we go. Actually, yep. There it is. And it opened the way that I wanted it to. It just took a long time for it to happen. Flip it over. We got Huatley's Final Strike. Attentive Sunscribe. Deathcap Marionette. Seismic Montessor. Tendril of the Micro Tyrant. Sorceress Spyglass. Bat Colony. We got an Island. So we start getting the good stuff. We got a goblin warlock dude. I can't remember his name. I don't care. We got a door. We got squirming emergence, which I think actually I think kind of okay. Oh, gem cutter buccaneer enters the battlefield. When it or another pirate enters the battlefield, create a tap treasure token. And they have their equipment. Ooh, equip 1 for pirate. That's not bad. We got a restless fence. Behind that we got cresting Mosasaurus. Is this foil? No, it isn't. Not bad. From the Jurassic Park. Behind that we got Pantali's Hatcher. Other dinosaurs have haste. Yeah, this is honestly kind of an L pack. I'm not gonna lie. That was kind of an L pack. But I got a lot of good cards out of that thing. So I'm not too mad. I'm not too mad about it. But it is what it is. It is what it is. What can you do? But yeah. Take a drink real quick. Yeah, getting back into like I feel, yeah, don't, if you can help it during the holiday season, especially because it's getting colder and stuff, even though right now literally there has not been any substantial snow, like none. Let's like stay around for more than 2 days, 3 days, it's been like, I think today's supposed to be like a record high, or I think New Year's Eve, or not New Year's Eve. I think Christmas Eve is supposed to be like 50 degrees, which is absolutely buck wild. Like, and like it's all, I think it's also because like the wave, like the I can't remember what the exact term of is. The pressure systems are just like in the perfect path that they can't, like, we're just in the sweet spot for nothing happening. So nothing has gone on. So it's just like we're not getting the cold temperatures that we would get from the north, and we're not getting the precipitation that we would be getting from the south, which is like wild, crazy to think about. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be a brown Christmas this year. Yeah. Gross. I mean, it beats having to shovel off a shit ton of snow. Like, honestly, I'd rather not. Like, I'd rather not be, having to dig my car out every freaking day, waiting 20 minutes to start it up. Ugh, I hate doing that. Absolutely hate doing that. And still not waiting for having to do that when it actually does snow, when it's substantial enough that it actually, has an effect. I am not ready for that at all. Bah. Humbug. I am not excited about it. I do like snow. I do like when you're like in the thick of winter and you're like, it is cold out, but yeah, I'm in a sweatshirt, warm pants, and if I were to get caught into a situation where I had to live, or I had to be out in a field for, say, in the snow, like, I'd be okay. Like, when you're in that deep of winter, it's like, man, that's awesome, but it's not there yet. I don't know when it's gonna be, and I hate that. Man. But I feel like I'm getting away from myself. I feel like if you can spend Christmas with people, just do it. Let bygones be bygones. Like, you only live once. you only live once. You might as well have a good time doing it. Yeah, it's with the seasonal depression and stuff like that, which kind of led me into like that weird spiraling rant and stuff like that. Which check that one off of your bingo cards if you already haven't. Which if you haven't, if there was a bingo card, like you should have already checked that off. Like I'm not saying it in this, meaning it in this frame right now, but like yeah. But with the man, I think my mental, like when I was living alone in my apartment with the cat, with Bacon, I think that was like kind of like where I felt the seasonal depression really kick in. Cause like I wasn't really with a whole ton of people. Like I was with my news family, I was with my church family, but I wasn't with my family, And that just didn't feel right. I don't know. Like I need to be going home and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, I don't mind having to like say work or do stuff like that, but at the same time, it's like I kind of want to spend time with family, And who doesn't? Who really doesn't? But yeah, and it's crazy because they're getting out like to the end of the year too. It's like it's weird to think like how much stuff has changed like throughout this year. Like even for me, like I'm not delivering pizzas anymore on this side. That's great. I'm glad I don't have to do that anymore. Like I'm very happy that I don't have to do that anymore. Like the money from it was okay, and like it helped me keep up with my podcast and stuff like that. So like I have like a whole like litany of podcasts, but like I'm glad I don't have that I listen to when I'm like driving, like and exclusively only driving, and like I catch up with how many deliveries that I would be taking. Like I would be caught up each week. But like now I feel like I am caught up. I'm still caught up because I just listened to quite a few podcasts, and the scheduling of them suck. So like, yeah, it is what it is. And also my commute's like long, so that's the thing. I mean, not like extremely long, like some like more than an hour, but even so, oof, yuck, yuck. I don't get it. Yeah, it's crazy that like even with driving too, like with no snow, it's just like I wonder how it's gonna be when there actually is snow. Cause like at this point I would be so used to driving in the snow like at least 2 or 3 inches like that are on the road, like compact or not. It's like I'd be used to that by now. But literally nothing is going on, and so it's just like, all right, weird. Weird to think about it. Oh, yeah. Oh. Merry Christmas. Yeah. Yeah. I think one Christmas I'm not going to spoil it for kids. I remember one Christmas I was sleeping on the couch near the Christmas tree and I didn't hear anything. But when I woke up in the morning, all the presents were there. So that was pretty wild, dude. Although like I feel like even for like for those who believe in Santa, like I didn't hear him. I didn't hear my parents drop off their presents, which is wild. Absolutely wild that I didn't hear them. I don't mean like they're noisy in any sense, but like still wild. Especially how much they do. Oh yeah. Nuts. Nuts. Yeah, I think today I'm going to be doing some wrapping and last gift giving stuff, or gift getting, because like I got most of my stuff done. I got most of my stuff done at this point, or a good chunk of it done. Like I feel like I am procrastinating a bit of it, but at the same time, it's like a little bit of that indecisiveness. It's like, what do I get for such and such? It's like, I don't know. So yeah. Oh. Ugh. I'm just kind of happy, you know? I don't know how to explain it. And I honestly don't have any idea of what to talk about because like I think like okay. So the thought is like Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. It is. It's set around Christmas. I feel like there's enough references to Christmas in Die Hard that it is a Christmas movie, regardless of what anyone thinks. If any doubters, like there's enough references to Christmas, and yeah, it'd be not only because it happens around Christmas. Like I'm pretty sure what's going on is happening on Christmas Eve. And like there's a Christmas party, like a lot of like ho ho hos and stuff like that, like a lot of Santa stuff. It's like, yeah, it's a Christmas movie. I mean, yeah, you could say the blood that John McCain loses and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, duh. Yeah, it's Christmas. It's red. It's Christmas. Like Home Alone. It's just basically Home Alone, just adult Home Alone, in a way, and that like Kevin basically just absolutely demolishes. Technically, he should have killed the Wet Bandits. Like they should have been dead straight up with some of the torment and things that they were like pain they were put through. They should be straight up dead. Like Marv getting like 1,000 volts of fucking electricity sent through him. Like, yeah, that's enough to at least give you a heart attack, dude, or like stop your heart. I think you're done. I think you might be dead, or you know, at the very least, like you're not fine. You're not doing fine. Which is why, like, again, I like I mean, yeah, the timing of the movie makes sense. Like the real thing that makes Home Alone a Christmas movie is like, yeah, the circumstance of what is going on could happen at any other time of the year. I mean, kind of be weird if it wasn't any other time of the year, because like if it's just an average weekend, like, oh yeah, we can't watch your kid, we're not home. All of the neighbors like are saying like, yeah, we can't watch your kid because we're not home either. It's just kind of, it really doesn't work when it's the middle of April, and yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. But it's what it is. And all like obviously references to Christmas and all that stuff, and like, oh, the guy with the salt, like, oh, he's went to go see his. Even in that one, like that movie's about patching up with loved ones and things that like, yeah, you may have fights with your family and stuff like that, but it happens. It happens with everyone, and your family cares about you. Hopefully. I mean, there are, broken families and stuff like that. Yeah, but generally, as long as you have good parents and other good family members, stuff like that, just the base minimum that you're loved, you're valued, and you're gonna have those fights, but it's whatever. Yeah. If you take anything out of this episode, I think it's mainly that. It's just like you're gonna have spats, riffs, and other stuff with family members and your loved ones. Get over it. Get over it. If you're on the right, yeah, whatever. If you're on the wrong, what? Just get over it. Just either way, don't don't bring it up. It's like you know when to bring it up. It's like if you're going to a psychologist, like a psychiatrist, and you're like, oh, I know this will help our relationships. Like, okay, yeah. I'm starting to feel some delusional shit happening here. I don't even know what I just said. I literally do not know what I just said before about like something about delusions or something like that. Ah, crap. I forgot what it was. Oh, yeah, I think is it about time to wrap up? I think it might be about time to wrap up, right? No. No? No. Wait, yeah. See, now I'm like thinking hard. It's like, am I done? I don't know. No, at least another minute. Yeah. Oh, but it's if you celebrate the holidays with your family, let bygones be bygones. All that. And have a good time. Like, oh man. Actually, you know what? I will tell a story about what we used to do back with my mom's side. We do this thing called the wrapping game where you'd have like presents and stuff like that. You'd have like a bunch of presents. I mean, it'd be like smaller gifts, like $5, maybe more, maybe less, depending on what it was. And the goal was it's a game. So the game is like you roll a set of dice in like a dice tray and you want to roll doubles. And when you roll doubles, you have to put on a hat, gloves, sunglasses sometimes, and start opening presents to see how far you can get. And then, but when someone rolls another doubles, you have to take everything off. Obviously, dice stops and whatever. And you have to pass it on to the next person. And that happens until all the presents are opened. And wow, that can get absolutely buck wild. It's crazy how just mean it can be. Absolutely mean. Ugh. I don't get it. And or like you would have to stop so that the person could either get the stuff on or whatever, but they were like rules sometimes or some years that we did it like, oh, you got it. When you have the stuff in your hand, we're going to start rolling again. And in other years, it'd be like, oh, we're going to wait till you have everything on. You got a present selected. But other years were not so favorable because it also like, especially if you roll doubles and then the next person like to the left or right of you or the next person rolls a double, then you have to immediately take off all the accessories or whatever and then give it to them, which doesn't make sense. But whatever. I honestly kind of want to. I don't know. I'm starting to get delusional. I've been up for a while. I feel like whenever I do these, I feel like now I'm starting to like. I've also was in like a very good like sleeping clock. So like right about now is like I would be just done. Straight donezo. But I gotta get better at it. I don't know. Oh, but I should start wrapping things up like a present on a bowl during Christmas. Thank you for listening, watching, doing what you do. If you want to watch this happen live, you can go to twitch.tv/Melted Original, all one word. Capitalize the M and Melted, the L and the Rick and Owen Original. And if you go watch it live or watch the VOD on Twitch, you can, for the 2 weeks that it's up, you can also catch the after show, which is after the 2 weeks on Twitch are up, will not show up anywhere else. it means nothing. It's gone. It's gone forever. Unless if, you're able to resurface it. Which, if you do, don't. Not because, like, I say anything weirder in there, but, like, don't. It's not cool. That's stupid. I don't need that. But whatever. Like, follow me on other stuff. I do, like, YouTube stuff. Like, okay, yeah, go to YouTube if you want to watch the all of Midnight Ramen for however long I've been doing this. I think this is episode 60 at this point. If I'm not mistaken, this is episode 60. If you want to go on to youtube.com/melted-like-original and you'll be fine. And yeah. I'd like to thank Gradients for the use of the song The Call off of the... Wait, no. Use of the song Used to It off of the album The Call. There we go. I love you. I love my boys. I hope they have a Merry Christmas. Like, it was weird because one of them... And I think I already I said it last week, I believe. One of the bandmates went to New York, and then immediately after they came back, another buddy of mine that has a band in the same area also went to New York, which is buck wild. Absolutely buck wild to think about. And yeah. Very funny. And thanks to you for listening, watching, do what you're doing, on other stuff. Excuse me. But as I look at the clock, it is not midnight here anymore. But it is midnight somewhere else. So, shoot, I forgot what it was. It may not be midnight here, but it's midnight somewhere else. So in the meantime, I'll see you later. I'll catch you back next time when it becomes whatever. But until then, bye-bye. And Merry Christmas.
Oh, baby, well, I was scared, but now I'm used to it. I was scared, but now I'm used to it.
Happy holidays.